So this is how you sew your peace flags. First things first is you're going to take your finger at the top and use that to fold over that top. Then we're going to take our pins. Remember the pins are the ones with the yellow tops, and stick that through across. So we've got 1, 2, and 3.
I have a pen.
You can help yourself to one. Go ahead. And then we're going to take an arm's span of string. So finding the end, find an arm span. If it gets tangled, then try to just untangle it.
Trying to.
Okay?
Turn.
There you go, you got it. And then cut that. Okay. Next thing is taking our needle. Now remember, our needle is the thing with the eye. It's got that little circle, and that's how we put the thread through it. This is the hard part. So, you got your needle?
Yep.
And pull that 2 in half so that the string is folded and the 2 ends meet. Then you're making your loop. Remember, you loop around your finger. When I cross it, I see that X. I go underneath and through the loop. If you don't make a knot, then you probably didn't go underneath that loop to tie that knot. And then we're going to start from the back, which is where this folds down. And I'm going to push my needle through, pull it until it stops at that knot. And then I'm going to jump a little bit. Jump, push through, and pull it. This is called your first stitch. Then I'm going to go back, jump, and push, and pull. You see what I'm doing here? So I'm going to jump, push, and pull. Now I've got my second stitch. You're going to want to do this all the way across your flag. And the reason that we're sewing it is so that we can hang it on a string. And I'll show you how we do that. So I'm doing this a little bit quickly. Just remember to go push through, pull it, and go back through again. So it's constantly push and pull, back and forth, making sure that it's laying nice and flat. Back. 1 second, Joseph. This is why I'm making this video too. Okay, once I get to the end, which I'm just about nearing, you see how I'm almost at the end here? I want to end on the back side. And that's the side that, again, you fold it over.
Hi, Mom.
And then I'm going to take my end and go to my last stitch. You see this last stitch here? I'm going to slip the needle underneath. And what do you see here? Is that a knot? It's a loop, right? And if you see a loop, then you're going to go through the loop and fold it. If you pull it, what do you get then? Then you get a knot. I'm going to do it one more time for good measure. Going underneath. You see that loop, going through the loop and pulling it. Now you can cut off your needle, cut off the other string near the knot. Extra needles can go back where you found them. String can go here. You can take out your pins now because your pins were holding it in place. Doesn't need to anymore because it's sewn. Last step, this is to make sure that we can put it on that string, right? So I'm going to take my pin and stick it in and push the fabric up against the back to make sure that I can pull it all the way through. If it hangs, then you're perfectly finished and you congratulate yourself, give yourself a tap on the back,
Thank you.
and get started on drawing out your design then.
Can you try it?
And when you're finished,